Welcome guys. In this video we talk about the herd immunity. But before that we talk about the immunity, what's immunity. Then we talk about the what's innate and adaptive. Then we talk about the what's immune and non-immune. Then after that we talk about the herd immunity, how it works and what's herd immunity. Okay, so first of all we talk about the immunity. Okay, what is the immunity? If we define the immunity word, the immunity means if a person or if an organism resists a particular disease or resists a particular virus by the specific antibodies. Okay, that's called the immunity. If a person or if an organism resists a particular disease by a specific antibodies, that's called the immunity. Okay, now we talk about the innate and adaptive. So what is the innate and what is the adaptive immunity? The innate immunity is that immunity which is always active. Okay, so the innate immunity it is always active. What is the job of this immunity, this innate immunity? This immunity is always present inside our body. What happens when a pathogen or when a virus, when a foreign particle comes inside the body, makes entry in our body, this innate immunity fights against that pathogen or that virus. Okay, so this innate immunity, when a pathogen or when a foreign particle makes entry, okay, this innate immunity responds that pathogen or that foreign particle. In this innate immunity, there are some specific cells like APCs are present in this innate immunity. APCs are antigen presenting cells like macrophages and dendritic cells are also present in neutrophils. Okay, so in innate immunity, what happens when a pathogen enters in our body, these cells capture that pathogen or that foreign particles, destroy them. Okay, so it is the job of the innate immunity. So the innate immunity is always present. When at the beginning, when a pathogen or when a foreign material, foreign particle enters in our body, at the beginning, this innate immunity starts and finds that pathogen and destroys it. Okay, so these are some special cells which are present in innate immunity like macrophages, dendritic cells, neutrophils. These are phagocytic cells. Phagocytic means when these cells finds the pathogen, okay, they engulf the pathogen, okay, and destroy inside. Okay, so this is the job of the innate immunity. Now we talk about the adaptive immunity. In some cases, the innate immunity is not enough. For example, if a pathogen or if a virus comes in a large amount, in a huge amount, but this innate immunity is not enough for that virus or that foreign particles. So the adaptive immunity is active for that virus. If this innate immunity not fights against the huge, large amount of viruses, so this adaptive immunity activates. Okay, this process is very fast process, but this adaptive process, it's a slow process. It takes some days, maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days, maybe 5 days. Okay, so when innate immunity is not enough for that virus or that pathogen, so this adaptive immunity activates. So what is the job of this adaptive immunity? It recognizes the antigen and produces the antibodies against that antigen. In adaptive immunity, there are present some cells like in this immunity, adaptive immunity, there are present T cells, there are present B cells. These T cells are two types. The T cells are two types, CD4 and CD8. Okay, CD4 type of cells and CD8 type of cells. CD4 cells, CD4 type of T cells are called helper cells. Okay, and these CD8 cells are toxic cells or killer cells, cytotoxic cells. So the B cells, there are also present the B cells. The B cells turns in plasma cells and produces the specific antibodies towards the specific antigen. Okay, so the adaptive immunity is it is the slow process, but it in this adaptive immunity, when this adaptive immunity produces the antibodies, okay, antibodies, those antibodies go and bind to the specific antigen. But those antibodies, what happens in adaptive immunity? Adaptive immunity remains for a long time. When a pathogen makes an entry, this adaptive immunity recognizes that pathogen. When it produces antibodies against that pathogen or against that foreign particle, but some antibodies may be destroyed here, but some antibodies may remain for a long time when the same pathogen makes entry again. So in adaptive immunity, there are already present that antibodies so the antibodies go and bind that antigen and destroy them. Okay, so this is the adaptive. In adaptive immunity, the antibodies remain for a long time. But in innate immunity, there are not present. This immunity is not present for a long time or for a while. This adaptive immunity produces the antibodies, the specific antibodies against that antigen or against that pathogen, and this adaptive immunity has a potential to remain for a long time. Okay, when a pathogen makes the entry, this adaptive immunity recognizes the pathogen, okay, and makes the antibodies against that antigens, and some of antibodies may be destroyed there, but some of antibodies remain for a long time. When same pathogen or same virus makes entry again, this adaptive immunity responses. Okay, so I hope you understand this innate and adaptive. I give you an overview about this innate and adaptive. If you want more information about this innate and adaptive, I also made one video about this innate and adaptive. I will put the link in description, and you can watch the full video about this innate and adaptive immunity. Now we talk about the immune and non-immune. First of all, we talk about the what's immune, and then we talk about the non-immune. What's non-immune? The immune word means, okay, first of all, we talk about the what's immune. Immune is, for example, a person which is infected by, let's assume by COVID-19. Okay, the person which is infected by a COVID-19, but the person recovered after some time. Okay, the person produces the antibodies against the COVID-19 and they recover from the COVID-19. That's called the immune. If a person has a disease, okay, but the person produces against that disease, produces antibodies against that disease and recover after some time, that's called the immune. Okay, now what's non-immune? Non-immunes are those which are healthy but they didn't catch the virus yet. Okay, so these are the persons which those persons which didn't catch the disease or catch the virus yet. That's called the non-immune. Okay, so I hope you understand this immune and non-immune. Now we relate this immune and non-immune to herd immunity. What is actually the herd immunity? Now come to the main topic, herd immunity. How it works and what is herd immunity? Herd means simply a group. Okay, it's also called a group protection immunity. Okay, it's also called a community immunity. Okay, so what happens in herd immunity, how it works? For example, there are some, for example, here I draw the picture for better understanding. For example, here are four persons. Okay, so this person catches the disease. For example, let's assume the COVID-19. Okay, this person catches the COVID-19 disease. What happens is this person transmits the COVID-19 to the others. Okay, these are the non-immune persons. These are the healthy persons, but they are not catching the disease yet. But after this person infected by the COVID-19, and this person transmit the disease to the others, and this person transmit to the another one. Okay, let's assume that another group. These are the another four persons. What happens in this case? This person is already infected by COVID-19, but it recovers from this COVID-19. Now it's immune. This is an immune person. Okay, this person is already affected from COVID-19, but after some time it recovers from this. It produces the specific antibodies against this COVID-19, and it recovers. It's called the immune. Okay, now in this case, this person is infected by COVID-19. Now this person is infected by COVID-19. What happens here in this case? This person transmits the disease to this person. This is already immune. It catches earlier the disease, but it recovers. It has the antibody. It has present the antibodies towards this COVID-19. But this person catches the COVID-19. Now this person tries to transmit this COVID-19 to the another person. This person is also immune person. Now what happens in this case? If this person is immune, okay, so this is the immune person here. When this person tries to transmit this disease, this COVID-19 to this person, but this person has already present the antibody, and this is immune person. These healthy persons do not catch the COVID-19 by the help of this immune person. Okay, so this person is infected by COVID-19 and this person is immune. Okay, so when this person try to transmit this the COVID-19 to this person, but it is immune, further these persons are present here. These persons do not catch the disease by the help of this person, immune person. That is called the herd immunity. Okay, so in herd immunity, what happens if the person is immune? The person is, for example, there are, as I gave the example here, there are some persons. In some persons, there are some For example, take the example, same here, there are some 9-10% persons or 100 persons, but in 100 persons, there are 50 persons are immune. Okay, the 50 persons are immune, but there are some persons, the other 50 persons are not immune. But in other 50 persons, there are 20, take a 20, for example, 20 persons get this disease, COVID-19, but the another 50 persons can become a shield to the other 30 persons which are not catch the disease yet. Okay, this is the motive of the herd immunity. This is called the herd immunity. But now, how this herd immunity works actually? Okay, now how actually this immunity works? Actually, there are two things. There are two things which can activate this herd immunity. The one is vaccine. Okay, if a person is vaccinated, then his immunity produces the antibodies towards the COVID-19 or towards the disease. Okay, that is the one thing. The next thing is that let them people expose and they catch the disease and produces the natural immunity. But that's not the right thing, because there are some persons which has other health conditions, such as they are some older persons, they have diabetes, they have cardiovascular disease, or there are some pregnant women, or there are some childs. They cannot fight towards this COVID-19. So now here are only the one thing, that is the vaccine. Okay, when the vaccine comes and the more people is vaccinated and they become an immune, that's the medicine for this COVID-19. Either as I said, the next way, that is let the people expose and they catch the disease, but that's not the good thing. Okay, but I hope you understand this immunity very badly. If you like this video, comment this video, share this video. Thank you.